Alright everyone, so I assume a lot of you are coming from the most recent episode of Cast Titanic in 30 days, which is day 5 at the time of recording, so I really don't have to do much of an intro. I'm just going to kind of get straight into it here. So basically just what I'm going to talk about is I'm just going to talk about some new rules regarding the series. Basically all of it has to do with the mailbox. And just to let y'all know something, if I didn't have some of the best fans in the world, then I would have never had to make this video. So y'all are amazing, all right? I'm just gonna say that y'all are amazing fans, and I genuinely appreciate every single one of you who sticks around, watches the series and stuff like that. And even if you don't watch the series, just watch my videos and stuff like that. Even if you're here like just a day ago or you're here a couple months ago, it does not matter. I appreciate you. So let me run y'all through everything that happened. I seriously did not expect to get the amount of help that I did. I thought I was just going to have to do this thing basically completely solo, maybe get a help like here and there or something, like maybe someone here and there would send like a little bit of gems or an exclusive or something like that. I genuinely did not expect on day 5 to open up my mailbox and see 50 huges waiting in there. That was the last thing I thought would happen, but y'all proved me wrong, and again, thank y'all so much for that. But there's a bad side to that, and the bad side of that is just the fact that the series is way too easy. If I were to keep getting like 50 huges a day and I were to keep accepting all of them, this series would be way too easy. It would end way too fast, and it just wouldn't really be fun to watch because it loses like the real aspect of like me trading from nothing to something. And if I'm getting a ton of help, then it just loses the real aspect of the series, and it makes the series less fun to watch. So in light of that, and I've read all y'all's comments as well, y'all have said some excellent suggestions, y'all have brought them up to me, and they were really good. Most people were just like, oh, stop taking donations from the mailbox and stuff like that. I'm not just going to stop taking them entirely and just go cold turkey, because you guys sent the huges for a reason. You sent them to help me, and that's just really, really sweet and kind of all you, and I want them to go to use, So I'm just not going to go cold turkey, and I'm not going to accept anything. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put in some pretty strict restrictions here on what I can and can't do, and like what I can and can't accept from the mailbox going forward. So let me actually just get started right now. So there's only a couple rules that I can really think of. I think I have 3 off the top of my head, and these are the main rules that I'm just going to keep following for the duration of this series. So rule number 1 is I can't accept more than 5 huge pets every single episode. That's just to make sure that I'm not being handed hundreds and hundreds of millions of value every single episode for free. I don't want to be handed that much, just because, like I said, it loses the real aspect of the series, and it just doesn't make it fun because you all just give me everything instead of me actually having to do the work, go through the plazas, get the auction snipes, get the booth snipes, and trade with people. It just completely eliminates that. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go cold turkey, but only 5 huge pets every single day. And to go along with that, rule number 2, the huge pets that I accept can only be under 25 million in value. I can't accept anything that is higher than 25 million in value. And again, this is for the same reason. I don't want to be handed hundreds and hundreds of millions of value in a single like click of a mouse or whatever. I don't want to be handed like a bunch to the point where I can just click claim all and I'm like a billion gems richer. Like I don't want that. That's obviously not what happens for 99% of the people that play this game when they trade. They don't just have huge pets sitting there in the mailbox. They can't just claim a billion gems like that. So yeah, those are going to be the rules regarding huge pets. I can only accept 5 a day, and the huge pets that I accept can't be more than 25 million in value. So now that we have that out of the way, there's just one more rule, and it is regarding pure gems. Because some people send pure gems. They don't bother sending huge pets or anything like that. They literally just send like 100 million straight gems, which in my opinion is crazier than just sending a huge pet. That's like way crazier. Just if you just decide to type in 200 million gems, 100 million, 200 million gems, and just send it. That is wild to me. So as far as pure gems or whatever, I'm just going to stop taking pure gems entirely. I'm not going to take any pure gems anymore, because that is like even more like y'all are doing all the work for me. Because at least the huge pets, I actually have to go strategically like put them in the plaza, price them at a certain point, and then wait for them to sell. At least I have to do that. Pure gems, it's literally just getting handed to me, and I don't have to do anything. I can just get them and then just go straight to using them. So yeah, I am just not going to accept any pure gems anymore. Just huge pets and stuff like that. And exclusive pets as well. I should mention exclusive pets because some people send those, and like items and stuff like that. Those are perfectly fine. You can keep sending those. There's really no limit on those. I don't really see why I need to add a limit on items or exclusive pets, just because they're lower valued and stuff like that. And I'm not going to get handed a billion worth in little exclusive pets. That's not happening. So yeah, I'm not going to put any limit on little exclusive pets or little items or anything like that. I'm not going to put any limits on those. Exclusive eggs, though, on the other hand, because those are so expensive, I probably will just not accept those either, along with the pure gems. I'm just not going to accept exclusive eggs or pure gems, because exclusive eggs are like hundreds of millions as well. And those are the rules for the series going forward regarding the mailbox. Those are going to be the rules, and it should allow the series to be a lot more fair and stuff like that. And you all can still give me stuff. I'll still shout out the people that give me stuff and whatever. It takes forever because there's so many people that send me stuff. Like, I literally can't shout out all of you, but just a massive thank you to everybody who sent me anything at any point. Just a massive thank you to you guys. You guys are making this series flourish and just be possible. So thank you all. And I want to take this time to thank you all for 3,000 subscribers on this channel. On my other channel, it took me forever to hit 3,000 subs. This channel, I mean, it's literally, this channel is like 3 or 4 months old and we're already here. So thank you all so much for 3,000. It really means the world to me, and I was watching it this morning. I watched it tick over 3,000. It was amazing, bro. It was really, really amazing. So thank you all so much for that. Now, there's one more thing that I kind of want to talk about, and that's regarding the future of this series. I'm not really sure. I kind of hate to say this, especially just after thanking you all and stuff like that, and just hitting 3,000 subs, stuff like that. But I have to mention this while I have you guys here, like the people who are really interested and invested in the series. While I have y'all here, I just want to talk to y'all. So basically, there's going to be a point like coming up really, really soon, like within the next like 5 or 6 days or something like that, where I'm not going to be able to film this series for a while. I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to be out of town, and I'm not going to be able to film this series, which is really bad because this series, like one of the main things about this series is the fact that I'm uploading 30 consecutive videos in a row. That's one of the things that is so good about this series, is that I'm uploading every single day, like a good video every single day. But I literally can't do that because I'm going to be away from my setup and stuff like that. And there's no way I'm filming for like 6 to 8 hours while like away with like just my laptop and a little travel mic and stuff like that sitting in a closet on the floor. Like, that's not happening because that's the setup in the place I'm going. I literally will just have a closet and I'll have to sit on the floor and record videos. And I'm not sitting on the floor for 8 hours. So, you know, there is that. So what I'm going to try to do, I know this is supposed to be 30 days, but there's one of two things are going to happen. Either one, I somehow this week finish the series, like I somehow get a Titanic this week, which I genuinely, at the pace we're going, even without your donations, I genuinely think that we could probably do it. If I lock in, I genuinely think I could probably get a Titanic this week on the account, which would be crazy too, because it's going to be like day 9 or day 10, maybe 11. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's going to be insane. Or, second thing is I'm just going to have to pause the series for the time being. I'm just going to have to pause the series once I leave, and then when I get back home, I'll pick the series back up again, which is not what I want to do since it's supposed to be 30 straight days, but what has to be done has to be done. So, you know, we'll see when we get to that point. I'll keep y'all updated and stuff like that, but that is pretty much it. That is all I really wanted to talk about. I kind of yapped for longer than I wanted to here, so you know, that's my bad, but, you know, I just wanted to tell you guys stuff, you know, inform you about the new rules, inform you about the situation that's going on right now, and, yeah. And this is definitely not the last series I want to do this summer either. I want to keep doing more series like this, because I genuinely do enjoy them. And yeah, with all that, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you to everyone who's, like, stuck around and stuff like that. I mean, some people have even made this series, like, their morning routine. It's, like, one of the first things they do when they wake up in the morning, which is so nice, right? So, cheers to more of that. And I will see you all on day 6. Peace.